Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to the channel of chilled, relaxed plant content where we talk about the good, the bad, the thriving, and the dying plants in our collection. And we try to learn the best way to grow our plants so that they don't die, right? So if that sounds like something you're interested in, you'd like to participate in, contribute to, or you just want to hang out, hit the subscribe button. Let's be plant friends. So today I'm going to go over with you my hardest Hoyas to take care of. Now, it kind of ranges. I have 7 that I'm going to show you. And the qualifications for being displayed in this or featured in this video is slow growth, difficulty to keep happy, and just overall kind of just, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to show you them. And yeah, you can tell me in the comments below whether or not you agree with me. If you know any tips or tricks to get these guys growing a little faster or happier, let me know. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is my Hoya Panchoi. Panchoi. You can't really see the name. I'll put it on the screen. But it's a small-leafed Hoya, and it is slow growing. We do actually have a new leaf right here. I hope you can see. But it's slow growing. It's slow rooting also. I was in water for months before it had any good roots. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. Sometimes the leaves sometimes look like they get a little chlorotic, but then will come back to green, and I feel like leaves aren't supposed to be doing that, but this guy kind of does that, especially when I first transferred it into soil from water. The leaves kind of got a little pale, like freaked out a little bit, but they have gone back to a nice darker green. I just wish that it would grow a little faster and just look better. I mean, I feel like this just looks like a, what is this? You know? Yeah, Hoya Panchoi. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is my Hoya Bulusan. You can actually read that one. Anyway, this is also a slow growing Hoya. It put out this very long tendril and no leaves, right? Okay, fine, whatever. I did actually just notice that this is the newest leaf it put out, which is gorgeous. So maybe it's finally fully established. It's finally going to start to grow. I don't know. One can only hope. But I'm so excited. I tried putting this plant, wrap it around the shelving to maybe spark some new leaf growth, but it hasn't worked. So if anybody knows how to get a Hoya Bulusan's tendril to put out leaves or peduncles or anything, let me know. Are they like a more, I mean, look at that leaf. It's huge also, freaking huge. Do they need a trellis? Do they want to hang? I don't know. But it's definitely not an easy plant. It doesn't just take off no matter what. I think this guy needs a little bit of extra, and I don't know what that extra is, so, but we'll see. All right, the next one I'm going to show you is my Hoya Danumensis. And this, he's just struggling. First off, he's constantly getting mealybugs. I'm constantly spraying him down and getting rid of the mealybugs. All of the new leaves he does put out yellow and fall off. He's not happy. I don't know if he needs more humidity. His leaves are kind of like cardboardy. They're like a medium thickness, not too thick, but not really thin. Thicker than the multiflora. So I don't know why it's struggling as much as it is, and I don't believe the plant should be. I think he should be happy. Maybe he needs less light. Maybe he's too close to the lights. I don't know, but not an easy Hoya for me. All right, the next one I will show you is my Hoya Rotundiflora. Now, he doesn't look bad. Everything's like semi-okay, although when I did get him from the import, he had mealybugs, so we went through all that. There's no more mealybugs, but he's not really, he put out, I think, these 2 new leaves very shortly after I imported him, but whatever tendrils he puts out just end up dying off. And, you know, I just pick them off because they're dead, but yeah, he's not growing. And I feel like he should be happier. So I don't know what his issue is. Again, if you know, let me know. It would be nice to actually see this guy kind of take off and become this big trailing Hoya. But yeah, Hoya Rotundiflora. It's kind of a hard plant for me. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you, there's actually, I got 3 of them in orange pots, maybe it's the color orange. Anyway, is my Hoya Papaschoni. Now, I grew this plant from seed. It was a bonus seed packet that I got from Doug Chamberlain from Vermont Hoyas, and I bought a couple of cuttings from him, and he sent me some seeds, and I was able to grow, I think 4 plants grew from the little packet of seeds I got, and we're down to 1 plant out of the 4, and his leaves start yellowing. The new growth comes in okay, and it's all right, but like this whole bottom is like getting really bare. As you can see, like this random in the middle leaf is very yellow. Can anybody explain that? Like, how are the leaves up here more yellow than like the lower leaves or the top leaves? I don't know. How do middle leaves become yellow and not other leaves? But yeah, so he's struggling. I'm almost tempted to just take a cutting and try to prop him again and start over, but I don't know if the cutting would root or do well if there's something going on that's causing it to just die. But yeah, so if you or anybody, if anybody out there has any help for a Hoya Papaschoni, I need it. We're down to 1 very sad Hoya. Okay. Alright, the next one I'm going to show you is my Hoya Deykel. Now this took a while to root, like months to root. And in all of that, I think we finally have new leaves and new growth. Because I've had these for over a year and I've had no new growth. I've actually cut them to maybe try to promote growth and have several different cuttings to put out in the pot to make it like fuller. And I don't want to jinx it. But right here, where my little finger is, I hope you can see. Let me see if I can focus you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but right here, you see that in front of my nail? Those are new leaves coming in. About time, Deykel. About time. But it is kind of like a temperamental plant. As you can see, the leaves kind of look a little chlorotic. I don't really know. They've always looked like that, so maybe this is just the way these leaves look, but I want to say they probably shouldn't look like this. But yeah, so it's not an easy beginner Hoya. I wouldn't recommend it. Wait until you get your basic common Hoyas down, and then go for your uncommon easy Hoyas, and then maybe try some of these harder Hoyas, because you don't want to throw down a lot of money for the plant to die, because I have unfortunately done that, and yeah, it kind of sucks. But anyway, Hoya Deykel takes a while to get going, and hopefully now that it's starting to go, it will just take off and become this beautiful plant. One can hope. Okay, so the last Hoya I'm going to show you is my Hoya Meledithi. Now this Hoya, it's slow. It's a slow growing Hoya. This is the most newest leaf. It came out a little funky. It did shoot out this tendril. There's no other growth points. I did recently cut this to take for a trade, like cut it to prop it for a trade. So maybe that will help stimulate some new growth elsewhere, but it's a beautiful plant. It's not hard as in it needs special care or anything like that. It's more hard in that, like, you need to have patience with this plant. And if you don't have patience, you're probably not gonna like the plant because it stays the same for a long, long time. And yeah. But other than that, it's pretty, it's cute. But I want you to grow. I got you to grow. So grow, please. Please. Yeah. So these are the hardest Hoyas that I have in my collection for my growing environment, and in my experience of growing Hoyas. I will make a video about Hoyas that do not import well, and I'm gonna have to find pictures of those because I don't have those Hoyas because they don't import well. But anyway, if you're interested in that video and you want to know so that you can maybe make a more informed decision on whether or not to import certain Hoyas or not, let me know in the comments below. Again, let me know, out of all of these Hoyas, which one do you think is the prettiest? I think it's this one. And if you have any tips on how to get these guys to thrive. And yeah, until next time, guys, relax, plants, and peace out.